Something's like kind of giving Spice Girls this week. Something's very spicy and it's revving up to the full moon in Leo next week. But the spiciness, I feel like, is bringing up inadequacy wounds or inferiority complex in some, and then shame in others. So if you're the one, dishing out the spice, whether it be like inspiration or just kind of some kind of stepping into your empowerment or some kind of art or sensuality, it is definitely triggering to others, so be mindful of that. I don't think it's be mindful to sit it down, it's be mindful to don't get caught in someone else's spokes of their bicycle as they're trying to rebalance in this new period. Or, like I like to say, don't fall down someone else's stairs in their mind. Someone else is working through something, and so I feel like some of you guys could end up falling down their stairs as they get triggered by you. Keep inspiring and keep stepping into your fire, and keep kind of moving forward this week. We do have Ace of Swords at the end of the week here as the collective clarity coming in here. And it really has to do with what your next steps are, where your path is headed and where you're going. But right now, there's just this heavy masculine energy that's blocking us collectively. Now, how that resonates for everyone's going to be different, whether it's a father wound, whether it's something ancestral, whether it's a partner, but something is healing through all of this, and it has to do with masculine energy, either our own or how we deal with it. So the burdens here feel like a bit of an illusion. They feel like any burdens you're experiencing this week have a lot to do with abandonment or rejection wounds or lack mentality, poverty, consciousness, and anything around, loss, maybe even grief here. So there's something here that is fated to happen to help trigger this out of a place of it being stuck and repressed in your energy field so that you can expand. See this as a gift. I know it feels really icky and uncomfortable right now, but you're moving forward so well, whether you see it or not. Something is working in your favor. So again, in order to get this where it needs to be and really help you finish weaving whatever web or moving whatever direction, there is going to be some kind of tower this week. So expect that. I did ask, specifically, what is this tower going to be? Is it going to be external or internal? It could be a mix for everyone, but the clarified card was 7 of Pentacles. So it has to do with something that you're invested in. Again, this is going to help you. This is going to help you get over some kind of hump and cross some kind of corner, but that's where I feel a lot of triggering energy come through. A lot of maybe panic, shock, survival mechanisms get kind of alerted. Maybe some kind of alarm clock goes off in your mind and it's like, we've got to do something, and it could be shocking at first. Don't freak out. Don't panic. That's really the message. Don't panic, because everything is going to send you off onto your path here. And you're going to gain clarity on what is next, and maybe even what has been creating a sense of tightness, restriction in your path. So that's beautiful. It does feel like it's going to be a bit emotional though. I have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty coming out with the 10 of Wands here with the burden. So something here is going to be a bit emotionally overwhelming, lots of water energy. We do finish the week with a Cancer moon. So expect emotions to be heightened, but allow those emotions to free fall out. Now, the thing that I want to talk about in the beginning of the week here that's going to lead up to this is, it's almost, I'm so funny, I'm a Taurus. I love to, how they make jokes about Tauruses and wanting to know the ending before they start the book. I just read you guys the ending of the week before we get into the beginning. So, anyway, there's something here about kind of if you knew what was going to happen, maybe you would handle the beginning of the week better. Maybe you would allow yourself to flow more. Maybe you would allow yourself to kind of get into it, get excited, and kind of allow the inspiration to come in rather than resisting it and pushing an opportunity away. And again, like I said, yes, there might be a trigger, yes, there might be a tower here, but regardless, it's an opportunity. Can you see it as such? Herald of Change, horsemen coming in with the Fates skywriting. So horses might be a sign for you right now. There's something here about free falling, Tom Petty coming in, as I say that. Some kind of regency as well is what I'm hearing. For some of you, military or something around militia or soldiers, something like that warrior mentality is coming through. This could be ancestral. Like, take what resonates for you. But there's something here that seems like looming doom that you've been kind of holding yourself back on, like waiting for the other shoe to drop. And in reality, like, you have so much coming in for you. This is just a piece of the puzzle that is, being extracted, or something being extracted to expose that piece of the puzzle that you've been missing, right? So in the beginning of the week, we have a lot of spicy energy, okay? It is an Aries moon right now, and it is going to move into a Taurus moon. Any abundance that's been held back is going to start flowing in for you guys at the beginning of this week. If you've been feeling like things were a little stuck or stagnant business-wise, or when it comes to love or communication, that's going to start to kind of like pop up here. We have some flowy energy, we have some flirtiness here, we have some fun, we have a lot of passion. Specifically, my water signs and my fire signs are going to be frolicking. I definitely get the sense of you guys like frolicking, art, creativity. It's giving a little bit of like Renaissance space, and just chef's kiss. Like, I'm just getting chef's kiss. Go with it. Now, I feel like the air signs are on the cusp of this at the beginning of the week, but there's some kind of reservations that the air signs have. You guys feel like you're being challenged by someone else's point of view or perspective here. Don't let it get to you. There's something here that you're overcoming when it comes to a projection or an insecurity or some form of self-sabotage that you hold yourself back on. Don't worry or rely on someone else. Don't worry about their actions and don't rely on their actions is the message here. Go ahead and get out of your comfort zone. Air signs, you're meant to kind of move forward, take steps and take action, and don't hold yourself back out of too much curiosity of like, what does someone else have going on? Now, I do get the sense that some of you guys might get some kind of delayed message at the beginning of the week here about something that's already happened. Now, that's the key point about this. This is already done. You can't change it. So the amount that you let it hold you up is up to you. This is about a past cycle or something that's already passed, or a pattern that you are breaking at the moment. So just be aware of that. Again, this is a moment where you could end up self-sabotaging. So be aware of that. Now, earth signs, same thing, but a little bit different. I feel like the earth signs are really focused on trying to, dig their roots in here. And I feel like you're actually meant to uproot. So there is a challenge here with earth signs here where we're trying to kind of really enforce some kind of structure or discipline or some kind of balance here, or rebalance after a very shaky or turbulent couple of weeks. And I feel like you're feeling the universe fighting you. Everything around you is fighting you, earth signs. And in reality, it is your mind. It's your ability to tap into taking action and from a place of fun. This also could be about something that was illuminated to you about either the long path or something that does keep you unsturdy. And I feel like part of this is just being either too hard on yourselves or too hard on the world around you. So earth signs, you're being called to relax. You're being called to relax and have a good time and kind of let loose here and get messy. I think that's the challenge is earth signs, you've got to get a little bit messy. You got to get your hands dirty. And I think there's something here where we're like, I don't want any more problems, or I don't want any more mess. And that's in fact what's going to bring you this fulfillment. So don't sabotage this opportunity to access more fulfillment in your life. But also I think you guys are kind of, there's almost like a paradox to this with the earth signs. Now, Be mindful that there is some kind of clarity coming in. It's almost like there's some kind of illusion here, and I feel like it's not your illusion. I think the earth signs, there's something about your energy that's very self-assured and very certain, but in order to enforce that externally, you might have to, like let go of your expectations. You might have to like kind of let what other people have going on, or let how it falls into place be dealt with by the universe, where you kind of keep that structure internally, but still accessing more fun. You're still being called to access some more fun. When it comes to something you're sensing coming, earth signs, it does feel like it's outside of you. It feels like whatever you feel, either in some kind of doom or gloom, some kind of trigger, some kind of tower moment, is indeed someone else's that you're sensing coming. It's almost like the earth signs are really kind of giving, you're kind of seeing something before it's happening here. You're definitely in the wildest, most interesting way. You being the most sturdy and the most grounded, it's like you are kind of seeing something ahead of time. You are sensing something. You seem to be the most intuitive out of the elements this week, shockingly. And I think that's the whole message here is, can you see the paradox that this is, right? As we leave Capricorn, Pluto and Capricorn, and we step into Aquarius, it's like there's some innovation here, there's some shifts here that you might not see, earth signs, but there is a certain event, or there is a certain shift, or there's a certain awareness that you have, earth signs, that others don't. So there is an aspect of you that's like wise beyond your years, or kind of, there's some kind of precognition, and you know it. You know, like something's coming. The thing here is, don't let these illusions stop you from your path, or stop you from enjoying your path, because in fact, it feels like whatever challenge, it's actually outside of you. Now, that could challenge your path in some way, or signs. This could challenge the way that you navigate with others kind of moving around. But again, I feel like the water signs, in the fire signs, you guys are just having fun in the mess. You guys are having a great time, or you're kind of entertaining new ways of approaching the mess. Whereas, I feel like the air signs, same, but you're more reserved about it. You're kind of holding yourself back. Like the earth signs, but more so out of it feels like a self-sabotage. It's like where the earth signs are like struggling with control, the air signs are struggling with almost, it feels like an insecurity with self. So be mindful of that. So interesting juxtaposition this week between water and fire against air and earth. Here, be open to what is coming. Be open to new changes that you didn't expect. Be open to surprises that you didn't expect, and get curious about these surprises when they happen, because you might be able to take advantage in ways that you didn't see, in ways that you never expected. We have the Lovers card, the Knight of Swords, and the Fool card as the main cards for this week. So again, there is something new. We do need to approach it with curiosity and acceptance and openness, rather than fear and paranoia and or contempt and being withdrawn. And it is going to come in a little aggressively. So whether this be another person or whether this be information, be gentle with this. I feel like for some of you guys, this has to do with someone else's path. Some kind of awakening that someone's going through, some kind of shift that someone's going through, some kind of block that someone's working through, or something in the unseen that is challenging you to be open to a shift that is actually going to help you. So remember that something here is opening your mind. It's cracking you open to new possibilities that you didn't previously accept. Now, as we get into the end of this reading, I'm going to put the cards away here for a second, because they have a lot of voices coming in for confirmation. wanting to express something, and I would like to kind of sit in meditation and see what these voices have for the collective. So if you're interested to see what's coming next, go on to my next video or hop onto my YouTube. If you're watching this on another channel, hop onto my YouTube to see what comes next.